Loco pilot is the backbone of Indian Railways. This slogan is sung by railway administration itself. The loco pilot is a hero who is flying with the thousands of lives safely in high speed in the eyes of public. But unfortunately, some railway officers who themselves thinking as feudal lords of the British era think that loco pilots are just wasted lives. Those can be used for working like slaves only. This category is considered as an elite one in the other countries, and their duty hours are restricted to maximum of 6 hours. Whereas in India, the greatest democratic country, which is said to be developing day by day, they are still struggling for a limit of maximum 10 hours of working. But alas, those cries are falling on deaf ears of administration. A complete day rest in a week is still remaining as a dream of this category. What else to say? Even the death of dear ones or close relatives were informed only after the train has reached its destination. The order of Railway Board to install air conditioning in all the diesel and electric engine cabs within 2 years are not implemented yet by the administration. Even though locos are installed with the AC, most of them are defective due to the lack of maintenance. The loco pilots were forced to work under extreme temperature of 50 degrees centigrade inside the cabin with a high sound density of 130 or above decibels. Besides, the toxic gases like carbon monoxide and all are making the environment inside the cab very bad. The minute particles of metal and rock along with the dust, in addition to the induction of 25,000 volt electricity, makes the situation bad to worse. And believe it, these people are working without any protective devices. As a result of this, the loco pilots were ended up with many physical and mental trauma and ailments even at younger age. Even if one applies for voluntary retirement, it is eventually refused with vague reasons like a shortage of manpower. Hundreds of VR requests were stalled in Indian Railway as of date. Many loco running staff who claim rest even after working 15 or 16 hours were stranded at platforms and compelled to take rest on cement benches there. Further to this torture, charge sheets and punishments will be on the way. Loco running men who were not awarded with increment cut of minimum 6 months were few. The running rooms which are meant for taking rest by loco pilots are in pathetic condition nowadays. These restrooms should be in 3-star standards, free from sound pollution, and to be provided with a separate cabin for each person, as per an old railway circular. The deteriorated building with steel courts and worn out beds and pillows remains some cattle houses. The kitchen and dining hall of some of these running rooms are nesting places of pets and rats. It is a joke that these places have achieved FSSAI certification. Maintaining these running rooms is done by high-profile private contractors as a result of privatization in Indian Railways. These top contractors illegally hand over this business to subcontractors after taking their profit. Most of so-called running room managers are subcontractors of this business. The rights and facilities of loco running staffs are sacrificed due to unethical relationship between these contractors and the divisional and depot management. Above all of these, the biggest problem hanging like the sword of Damocles above their head is SPAD, that is signal passing at danger. This is a nightmare for every loco pilots, since the lowest punishment for this SPAD is removal from service. This kind of removal without any retirement benefits or pension doesn't exist in any other countries. Many of the victims of this punishment commit suicide or suffer with psychiatric problems. The categorical organization of loco pilots of Indian Railways, namely AILRSA, has given a notice of agitation from June 1st, 2024 onwards, demanding the rights to live as a human being while serving the railways. No union leader in the world will emerge in a fine morning. Grooming of a leader happens as a result of consistent struggle against the atrocities of administration towards his colleagues. A true leader sacrifices his own life for his co-workers who suffers the pain of punishments and harassment of administration. Besides the dedication towards the trade union activities, the knowledge of technical and managerial areas make excellent leadership. Comrade Suneesh was such a leader. He was born on 7/5/1964 in a small town called Farok in Kozhikode district, neighboring the historic place of Kannur, which is famous for its rich heritage of Theyyam and other ancient arts, and launch of the great Communist Party of India. And also, Kannur is the birthplace of many renowned leaders like Pinarayi Vijayan, who is presently the Chief Minister of Kerala. Comrade Suneesh is a comrade by birth itself, as he belongs to such a revolutionary family. His father, Comrade Chammani Vasu, was a founder leader of CPIM in Kozhikode district. He served as CPIM Farok area secretary till his last breath in 1979. His mother, Srimati K.P. Lakshmi, a school teacher, expired in 1975, and he brought up under the guidance of his stepmother Kamalachi, who passed away in 2006. The notable contribution made by her in framing good conduct and best education to our comrade and siblings to excel in life is being ever remembered and respected. He successfully completed his school years at Nallur, lower primary, Ganapath upper primary and high schools. After completing his pre-degree at Farok College, even though he joined for BSc Mathematics, he couldn't complete the course as he got selection as airman in Indian Air Force and served the nation from 1984 to 1986. Then he worked in a temporary post as a secretary of a milk society. In the meantime, he successfully completed his JDC course. He continued his career as a clerk in South Malabar Grameen Bank from 1988 to 1990 until he got appointment as diesel assistant in railways in 23/1990. He got married with Sudhamani teacher on 24/12/1989. Their elder daughter Dhanusha was born in 25/12/1990. After completing her PG, now working at Byju's Bank. Her husband, Mr. Mahesh, is an engineer in MediaTek Bangalore. They got two children, Kalharamitra of 3 years and Malhar of 7 months. Second daughter, Manisha, was born in 24/12/1995. After successful completion of BBA and LLM and now practicing as advocate in Kozhikode. Her husband, Mr. Sanuj, is an overseer in Irrigation Department of Kerala. Comrade Suneesh got promotion as goods driver in 1993 and as passenger driver in 2002 and continuing as loco pilot male since 2012. After getting the job, within a short while he joined the AILRSA and he geared up his union activities and jumped onto the mainstream of labor problems. He started serving as divisional treasurer, zonal treasurer and became general secretary of South Western Railway. His relentless struggle made him the All India Assistant Secretary General and now lifted himself to the position of Additional Secretary General of AILRSA. It was a dark time when Comrade Suneesh entered into the leadership of AILRSA. The frontline leaders who were removed from service aftermath the 1981 strike, like M.F. Ansari, Abdul Wajid, M.D. Naeemullah, P.N. Madula, were taken back to service after a long legal fight. The next generation leaders who joined Comrade Suneesh were G. Kuppuswamy, P.S.K. Muhammad, Sebastian Kuriakos, V. Mohan Kumar, Jomi George, A.T. Fernandes, Rajinikanth, M.V. Vinod, R. Surendran and K.V.V.K. Kumar. After a while, Sri Sabapathy, who was a leader of AILRSA, has left the union along with some of the senior leaders for namesake and silly arguments. The way Sri Sabapathy chose to grow the union was mainly making a discrimination of place and languages. He found somewhat success in this method. But Comrade Suneesh, who realized the fact that only AILRSA could fight for the lawful rights of running staff, stood stood like a stone behind AILRSA. It was the need and the duty of them to reinvigorate AILRSA, which had then got its foundation shaken by the sincere and tireless hard work of Comrade Suneesh and his colleagues. Most of the loco running staff regained their confidence in AILRSA. Recognizing that there is no barrier like language, politics, caste or creed exists in AILRSA, the divisional secretary of Sabhabadi Union, Sri Anil Srinivasan, returned to their mother union. With the active support of them, AILRSA could form committees in the nearby divisions Hubli and Mysore and was able to strengthen their operation in that area. In 1993, after completing LM16 certificate, that is Certificate to Work as Goods Driver, Suneesh was utilized to officiate as goods driver. With a mere basic of rupees 950, he was utilized to work in rupees 4200 grade job. There is a rule in the railway that after officiating an employee for 90 days, he should be posted in the higher officiating post. Though they requested many times to post in the higher grade, the railway administration did not accept it. With the initiative of Comrade Suneesh, they filed a case in the CAT through Advocate Govindaswamy and got a favorable verdict in this regard. There was a CCRC in Baipanahalli depot named Jamaruddin, a very much corrupted person. He used to get bribery for booking goods crew in passenger trains and for sending running staff for promotional courses overcoming seniority. Besides this, he maintained an illicit relationship with the mafia gang nearby this place. So no one could raise a voice against the corrupt practice of this CCRC. So Comrade Suneesh and Jomi George gave a complaint to CBI secretly without even informing AILRSA leaders. And this corrupted CCRC was trapped by the CBI. This incident shocked mechanical branch officers and supervisors from top to bottom level and got rid of corrupt practices existed in mechanical branch offices of Bangalore division. There was no limit to the working hours of running staff then. A goods train to CSD hauled by 2 engines was ordered. After completing 12 hours duty, they claimed rest and stopped the train on main line in KR Puram station, short of 3 kilometers from the destination. So the administration had suspended both sets of crew, including Comrade Suneesh. With the active intervention of union leaders, the administration realized its mistake and after 11 days withdrawn the suspension and charge sheets against the employees. In 2004, when SWR Zonal Committee was formed, Comrade V. Ravichandran was elected as General Secretary and Comrade Suneesh was elected as Treasurer. After some months, Ravichandran resigned from his post. So, as per the suggestion of Comrade Elmani and Hanumayya, Suneesh took charge of the post of General Secretary. In 2005, in Hubli Division, Comrade K. Rajesh and Ranjit Kumar were removed from service for stopping the train after working 10 hours of duty. This was a challenge to the newly constituted AILRSA leaders in SWR. So, as per the advice of Comrade P. N. Soman, Comrade Suneesh contacted the parliamentary leader of CPM, Comrade Basudeva Acharya, and he agreed to take up the case, resulted in the reinstatement of 2 comrades. So, this incident caused increasing the self-confidence level of AILRSA members. When Comrade Basudeva Acharya was the chairman of Standing Committee of Railways, he had a sitting in Bangalore. So he personally contacted Suneesh and instructed him to prepare a memorandum and attend the sitting. When Comrade Suneesh, along with the Comrade R. Surendran, reached to attend the meeting, the DRM of Bangalore Division, who was standing in front of the door, did not permit them inside. So, Comrade Suneesh contacted Basudeva Acharya and he commanded to permit them inside. There were officers from 3 divisions and representatives of 2 recognized unions available in the hall. Comrade Acharya called Suneesh by his name and instructed him to submit the memorandum. This made embarrassment to the officers and other union leaders. After that, only submission of others took. With the wholehearted support of Southern Railway comrades, 19 15th BGM of AILRSA was conducted successfully at Janajodi Auditorium, Bangalore. There was an accident involving train number 16591 Hampi Express at Penukonda on 25/5/2012. In order to explain the human failure that led to the accident, with the active participation of SR, SWR and Kundakal division of SCR, a CRS office march was conducted from Bangalore City Railway Station to Freedom Park on 7/6/2012 and submitted a memorandum directly to the CRS. 12677 Intercity Express, which was driven by Comrade A.T. Fernandez, got derailed near Anakal Road on 13/2/2015, resulted in the death of 10 passengers. Due to the timely intervention of our comrade SUNEESH, Railway's effort to fix responsibility on the shoulder of loco pilots failed miserably. After the incident, SUNEESH prepared a clear and detailed cause of the incident and gave a press note, and many of the newspapers published the same. So the irritated administration gave charge sheet 3 years increment cut as punishment to Comrade SUNEESH for speaking to media without getting permission from Railway. His great contributions to the media world deserves an His discussion with Comrade Madhavan resulted in the publication of magazine Fire for Indian Railway employees in May 2005. This was with an intention to address the thoughts of locomen rights as well as to inculcate the railwaymen regarding the various existing and contemporary administrative orders of Railway Board. In the initial phase, the magazine circulated among SCR zone only, respecting the advice of Comrade S.K. Dhar, our late Secretary General of AILRSA. Gradually, it has been published in Hindi and English and circulated throughout our nation. Comrade Hanumayya took over the charge of Chief Editor, and in the last month of April 2024, the 73rd edition was released with great vigor and enthusiasm. He created a new website for AILRSA. Though you are saying a down to the railway service, we all hope that you can't disown your lifeline organization AILRSA. We know you will be along with us to fight against the barbarian trickery to curtail the legitimate rights of locomen. We are always grateful to the uncompromising and upholding ideology, strategic and sacrificial leadership in the past, and conveying our warm regards for a long and healthy life. Lal Salam, comrade. Long live, comrade. Dear locomen, we solicit each and every locoman to unite under the flag of AILRSA and raise our genuine demands. It is very essential at this juncture to realize that no other union will raise their voice for our rights. We only, our unity only, will save us to attain our rightful demands. Unity alone triumphs.
എന്തിനു നമ്മൾ ഭയക്കണം തോഴരെ, മുന്നിൽ നയിച്ചിടാൻ സംഘമില്ലേ? എന്തിനു നമ്മൾ ഭയക്കണം തോഴരെ, മുന്നിൽ നയിച്ചിടാൻ സംഘമില്ലേ? നേരിന്റെ പോരിന്നു നേർവഴി കാട്ടുവാൻ AILRSA ജ്വലിപ്പതില്ലേ? നേരിന്റെ പോരിന്നു നേർവഴി കാട്ടുവാൻ AILRSA ജ്വലിപ്പതില്ലേ? എന്തിനു നമ്മൾ ഭയക്കണം? എന്തിനു നമ്മൾ ഭയക്കണം?